This is the circuit for the window blind cleaner. The simulation starts when the start command is received from the Wi-Fi hub. The machine detects the water level present in the reservoir and prompts accordingly. It only begins the cycle once the repeater fills the reservoir with water. Following this algorithm, the optical line sensor detects the slant edge. The robot aligns itself properly on the slant. Next, the dust sensor detects the quantity of dust present in the current slant. For demonstration purposes, we will manipulate the potentiometer to read all three inputs of low dust, medium dust, and heavy dust in order to see the robot's output based on each input or reading. Here, the machine detects the low dust, thus its output is light, clean routine. The DC geared model starts, and just like the algorithm indicates, the machine cleans until the end of the slant is detected by the optical line sensor, after which the DC motor stops the horizontal movement along the slant to prevent the robot from falling. In the event that the accelerometer detects tilt out of range, the machine stops all motors and sends a stability faulty signal to the Wi-Fi hub. Otherwise, the machine repeats the algorithm cycle if the slant cleaned is less than the total number of slants. In this case, the total number of slants is 10. For the second input, the potentiometer to detect the input reading of medium dust level. This time, the output of the machine is going to be medium, clean, and routine. It repeats the cycle as long as there is still unclean slant. For the slant 3, the potentiometer reads an input of heavy dust level. This prompts the heavy dust routine output. This cycle repeats for all available slants until the machine automatically powers down when the slant cleaned equals the total number of slants. The machine sends status updates such as cleaning in progress to the hub to prevent other robots from approaching the area and interfering with its cleaning process. It sends cycle completed to the hub before shutting down to counter this. Starting this simulation, the robot identifies itself. The reservoir is currently empty, and the robot will say so. And once solution empty, and once the operator fills the reservoir with water, it can begin its operations. It says ready. So the first step in the algorithm would be that the optical line sensor would detect the ends, and the robot will align itself. Aligning the robot itself, and after that, the potentiometer would detect the dust level, which is low, light dust, and so the output would be light clean. Input light dust, output light clean. The DC motor will start and the machine will clean, and then the DC motor stops. Then cleaning is done. It moves to the next slant, seen as the accelerometer doesn't detect tilt, and so the cycle continues. In slant 2, the cycle repeats itself, and currently the second input, I will manipulate the potentiometer to detect medium dust. So the input will be medium, and then the output will be medium clean routine. And so you can see it repeats the whole process of the detection of the dust, the aligning, the motor starting and stopping, and the machine cleaning. Same thing applies to the fourth slant. So for the third input, fifth slant, I will move the potentiometer to detect heavy dust. And so dust output will be heavy clean. The machine, by the way, moves down and up to each slant using the linear actuator. So currently at the sixth slant, I wanted to point out how, as it's cleaning, you can see that the microserver it moves because that's what it's powering the brushes to clean. When it moves to the next slant, the linear actuator, you can see sometimes it moves, like currently it's moving because it's what powers the movement. And then once it cleans, you can also notice that the DC motor also moves because it makes the machine move horizontally. You'll see that it will be oscillate. Perfect. This cycle continues for all 10 slants, and in the event that the slant is more than 10, it will continue until the number of slants cleaned is equal to the total number of slants. Okay, so we're currently at heavy and slant 9. And once all slants are cleaned, it will send a signal to the Wi-Fi hub saying that the cycle is completed. And so other robots can approach that area.